Okay, so this is how you can play piano live for everyone on Discord and or stream it on YouTube, Twitch, whatever you would like. It's a very easy process and I hope you guys enjoy it. And that's all I got. Bye-bye.
We love you, Tapski.
Okay, so first thing you want to install is Voicemeeter Banana. The link to it will be in the description. Voicemeeter is an audio mixer that I use as my main source of how I control all of my audio and hear all of my audio. It's also what we will be using today to make this all work. Fair warning, it is a donationware, so occasionally you might get an occasional pop-up saying, hey, donate to us. But overall, it is completely free. If you want to use Voicemeeter Potato, I would recommend actually going to the website and actually donating to it so it fully unlocks, because it will give you a pop-up that will sometimes lock you out of using your audio, which can be really annoying. When it is done installing, it will ask you to restart your computer, which I would do right now so everything works properly in the future. Quick side note, if you want to do this, you will have to use Voicemeeter as your main audio source and will have to run it every time you want to hear anything. After you restart your computer, open Voicemeeter Banana. The first thing you want to do is click A1 on every hardware input. A1 allows you to hear yourself when you set up your microphone. You also want to click B1 on hardware input 2 and 3, and B1 on virtual inputs Voicemeeter VAIO and Voicemeeter aux. Now we are going to set up your headset and microphone. So on the top right, click A1 next to hardware outs and select your headset or whatever you use to hear things. Next, click hardware input 1 in the top left and select your microphone. The fun part about Voicemeeter is that we can do a lot of stuff with our microphone. We can make our mic quality sound really good. We can also do funny voices with it and add noise gate and add compression and even add a lot of reverb to your voice if that's what you really want to do. These are my settings to my Voicemeeter. I will put a link in the description to my settings so you can import them if you are too lazy and don't want to mess with the settings. If you want me to go super in detail with Voicemeeter, let me know. I will make a full video on the best settings for Voicemeeter. The next step is to open FL Studio. If you use Ableton, it might work there also. I haven't tested it. If it does, let me know. Then you want to go to Options, Audio Settings. Then the default setting I think is Primary Sound Drivers. You want to change it to Voicemeeter aux Virtual ASIO. It also might give you an error saying that the sample rate needs to be at 48k Hz. If so, just change it to 48k Hz and then click the X. The next thing you need to do is plug in your piano to your computer. That can be through MIDI or USB. I am using USB, and the piano/keyboard I am using is a Yamaha P45. Then you want to go back to options and then click MIDI settings and select your piano on the bottom, and then for the controller type, the default will be generic controller. You want to select Nektar Impact Series. Now we need to get a piano sound. Any sound will work. If you have a plugin you like to use, you can use that, but for today's video, I'm just going to use a stock piano plugin. So now if you play your piano, you should be able to hear it, but for everybody else to hear it, you need to go back to Voicemeeter, and on Voicemeeter aux, you want to click B1. That will allow FL Studio sound and only FL Studio sound to go through your microphone. Okay, we are almost done. We just have a few more steps. First, on your taskbar on the bottom right, right-click the speaker icon and click Sounds, then go to Recording and scroll down until you see Voicemeeter Output, then make that your default device. Then go to Playback and scroll down until you find Voicemeeter Input and also make that your default. Then go to Discord and go to your user settings, voice and video, and for your input device, you want to change that to Voicemeeter Output. And then for your output device, you want to change that to Voicemeeter Input. Now, if you play your piano in a call with someone, they will be able to hear it if you have that B1 selected. Now, the audio quality won't be fantastic, and to help that, I would turn off any noise suppression that you have on. And that's how you play your piano through Discord. Now, if you want to be super cool and show a piano visualizer with it, we can also do that. The first step to do that is find a visualizer. I use Keysight. There are other ones out there that are probably free because Keysight is $30, but I think it's totally worth it. Next, you want to download OBS and or Streamlabs OBS. It will work with both, which I would be surprised if you don't already have OBS, but I will also put a link in the description for that also. For this video, I will be using OBS Studio instead of Streamlabs, but it's basically the same process. First, you want to add a game capture device. On the mode, select capture specific window, then open whatever visualizer you are using. And then go back to OBS, and on the Windows tab, select whatever the visualizer you are using to capture it. Next, you want to click Start Virtual Camera. Then go to Discord, go to User Settings, then go to Voice and Video, and scroll down until you find where you can change your camera, and change it to OBS Virtual Camera. Now, if you click Test Video, the visualizer should pop up. Sometimes your piano will not work with both FL Studio and whatever visualizer you are using. If so, just look up piano drivers, whatever your piano is, and then drivers, and install it. It should work. Another thing is that it might not work for every piano out there, but for most pianos, it will. But that's the end of the video. Hopefully you learned something new today, and yeah, bye-bye.